Hey everyone, Cash here, back with another video from Madden 16. Today we continue our Raiders franchise. We are 11-4 on the season. We're going to be taking on the 2-13 Texans here in the final week of the season. A lot on the line here as we take a look at the standings. The Patriots are in first at 12-13. Then you have the Jaguars, Raiders, and Colts all at 11-4. The Chiefs there behind them at 10-5. And then the Jets and Ravens are 9-6. So if we lose, we could fall down to a wild card spot. But if we win, we could end up with a first-round bye. So a lot to play for in Week 17. Now taking a look at the NFC, it's the Packers in first, followed by the Seahawks. And the only two teams that have clinched this playoff spot because the Vikings, Bears, Eagles, and Giants are all 9-6. And then you have the Panthers at 7-8, followed by the Falcons and Saints at 6-9. So those three, I think, are battling for their division. So a lot to be played for around the league here in Week 17. We'll see if we can pick up a W. It would be huge in helping our chances of earning that first-round bye. Robert Griffin III has been playing out of his mind for the last few weeks since taking over for the injured Derek Carr. We'll see if we can continue that today. He's playing very well. 8 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions. As we get this one going, 2nd and 11, Griffin's going to shake off a sack here. No one is going to be open. He's looking for a pass, but he's just going to take off anyways. Gets the block downfield and is out of bounds at the 42. So just like that, 22 yards rushing for RG3. That is what he brings to the table. As it's now 1st and 10, let's show the arm off a little bit as Griffin looking. No one is going to be open again. Forced to scramble. We've got somebody, though, and it's going to be Percy Harvin. He catches it, nearly shakes off the tackle, but he's going to be down at the 9. It's now 2nd and goal from the 6. Shotgun, Griffin going to throw here. You see the tight coverage from the Texans on that right side. Griffin out to his right, looks to throw, but that pass not going to get away. Perfect play call by the Texans as they go with a corner blitz as we roll out to the right. So now 3rd and goal from the 16. Griffin looking, facing pressure once again. Can he get it away? No, he cannot, as a nice defensive stop from the Texans, and we will be forced to settle for the field goal. So in comes Chase Daniels, 3,500 yards, 18 touchdowns, but 22 interceptions. Ouch. Maybe a partial reason for that poor season that the Texans are having so far. So now 2nd and 12 for Daniel. This pass going to be to Jalen Strong, but a little bit too far out of bounds as that's going to be incomplete. So now 3rd and 12. It's going to be Daniel back to throw, and he's going to look for DeAndre Hopkins. A little bit weird there as my controller died in the middle of that play. So now we get the ball back, 1st and 10. The pass to Amari Cooper. He's down at the 45. Griffin, a nice 4-for-5 start here as we have 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. Leading 3-0. The handoff here to Murray as he's going to get through the line, and he will be down at the 49 as he's got 12 early yards. But here we're now facing a 3rd and 4. Griffin going to throw once again in the quick throw, and he's going to find Cooper for another completion. What a first quarter here from Amari Cooper as it's now 2nd and 2 from the 31. Griffin, empty backfield, will throw, and he's going to find, look at this, Amari Cooper, and he's going to get some running room down to the 11-yard line as the Raiders on the doorstep here. Cooper with 5 catches in this first quarter. It's now 2nd and 7, last half minute of the quarter, and we're looking for a touchdown, and we're going to get it in. Who else? It's Amari Cooper, 6th catch of the game, and his 12th receiving touchdown of the season. Another successful season here for the second-year wide receiver. Now 1st and 10 as the Texans going back to work here. This ball going deep, and it's going to be almost caught by DeAndre Hopkins. What a play, a nicely timed jump there, but he just cannot come down with it. So 3rd and 4 now. Daniel back to throw, facing pressure, going deep again, and this one is nearly caught again by Hopkins, but just too far out there for him to get to it. And through the first quarter, Daniel has no completions, 0 for 4 as the Raiders take back over here in the second quarter. Cooper, another reception. This guy getting open a lot here in this first half. Now 2nd and 4, RG3, and it's going to be a pass this time to Percy Harvin. That'll be his 2nd catch of the game, and Robert Griffin now over 100 yards passing in the first half. As now here we're going to go half-back draw to Murray, and he's going to pick up the first down, takes the hit, but down at the 36. He's got 44 yards rushing now into this second quarter. 2nd and 4, it's going to be a halfback screen. Murray nowhere to go. He's going to be nearly taken down once, but will get taken down by the second guy. Drop for a big loss. So 3rd and 13 here. Big play. Rivera going in motion. Play action to Murray. Griffin stepping up now, has a receiver, and he's going to find Percy Harvin, and no one's going to touch him. Percy Harvin hopping and skipping into the end zone for the TD. It is now a 17-0 lead for the Raiders. This is exactly what we needed to see here in the final game of the regular season. Texans looking, and this is finally going to be the first completion for Chase Daniel. 5:05 left in the second quarter. That is the first completion for the Texans. Yeah, they have been having a hard season, I can tell. Now, Arian Foster here, 1st and 10. He is going to fight very hard for the first down. What a run there from Arian Foster, as he has 29 yards on 6 carries. We got just 3 minutes to go in this first half. 2nd and 7, play action. Daniel dropping back, looking at hit as he throws, and this one again. Almost a ridiculous catch by a Texans receiver, Jalen Strong, the intended receiver there, but he just cannot come down with it. So 3rd and 7 now. Daniels in the backfield, play action once again. Dropping back, has a lot of time here. He is going to throw to the end zone, but this one's going to be way too far for his receiver. So another incomplete 3rd down play. So out for the field goal now. This one just going to sneak into that left upright. And the Texans are finally on the board, 17-3. But the Raiders not going to be done here in this first half. Robert Griffin III looking, going to go to play action, but no one's there, so he's just going to take off. Look at how much room we have down this right side. We're to the 40. Looks like we're going to be caught here as we try to get out of bounds. We do get out of bounds at the 32. Griffin, 62 yards rushing now in this first half. But here now it's 3rd and 7. A lot of time for Griffin. And this ball going to be an absolute bullet there to Cooper as he catches that one. He's trying to fight to stay up, but he's going to get taken down at the 9. So now we have 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Griffin is going to throw. He's got a running back over here. It's going to be Murray. Will take the catch, looking for the end zone, but he's going to be caught at the 1. So here we go, 2nd and goal now from the 1. The handoff to Murray, and this one walking in for the touchdown. It is all Raiders in this first half. 24-3 is your score at half. And what a first half for the Raiders. Just one more half to go before we make our return to the playoffs. You see the stats here. 34 yards passing for the Texans, 32 yards rushing, 3.4 yards per play. We have 9 yards per play. So you see the stark difference there in those first half numbers. We get into the second half here. It's going to be Baldwin with the reception, and he's going to miss a tackle, and he's off to the races. Is this guy going to catch him? That is DJ Hayden. He will run him down. Nice defensive play, some broken coverage there as the Texans looking to come back here as they look to strike early in the second half. Now 2nd and 8 from the 25. Daniels dropping back, quick throw. He's going to find Jalen Strong for the first down as they're down to the 13. Now at the 3 here, 2nd and goal. Daniels going to throw, and he's going to find Strong again, and he's going to walk into the end zone. So the Texans strike to begin this second half. It's now 24-10. Now, as dominant of a first half that was, we are now only leading by 14, so we got to keep the foot on the pedal here. Murray with the carry. He now has 78 yards rushing in the game. But here a big 3rd and 4 play as we're in the last 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter, and that pass not good from Griffin as that will fall incomplete, and we are forced to give the ball back to the Texans. So now 2nd and 9 for Chase Daniel and the Houston Texans. This pass going to find DeAndre Hopkins, and it's going to be another missed tackle, and this time no one is going to catch this guy, the speedy receiver, as Allen is given chase, but no one's going to touch him. And look at this start to the second half from the Texans. They are now down just 7 points. And we are maybe in a little bit of trouble here as maybe we get a little cocky there in that first half. And we've gotten a little lazy in this second half as the Texans have punched us right in the chin. So let's look to respond. 3rd and 3, the pass complete to Harvin for the first down. Griffin approaching 200 yards passing for the game. Now 2nd and 10 from the 44. Griffin going to throw. This pass going to find Amari Cooper. This guy having quite the day as that will put Griffin at 200 yards. But now 2nd and 2 from the 20. We're in this 4th quarter. And this pass, what a dime from Robert Griffin III. He finds Amari Cooper once again, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that will push the lead back to 14. The perfect response that we needed there. 1st and 10 now. Daniels and the Texans with it. And Daniels going to go down. He is going to be hurt on the play. So in comes Brian Hoyer, the backup, looking to lead his team here on a bit of a comeback that Daniels started to begin the second half as Hoyer here 1st and 10, looking pressure coming, and he is not going to get it away. Had all the time in the world to get rid of that one, but DJ Hardy, the rookie, in for the sack. So 3rd and a mile here for Hoyer, and he's facing pressure once again, and he's going to throw it up, and the receiver didn't even try to go for it. That was Sean Smith that was looking to play wide receiver on that one. What an odd play, the interception. So 3rd and 10 now. We cannot convert, so we will go 3 and out, but at least we were able to knock a few more minutes off of the clock as it's now 2nd and 10, 1:18 to go in the game. The Texans are going to need a lot of help here to get back in this game as Fedorowicz going to catch that ball short of the first down, though, so the Texans back with it 3rd and 2, going no huddle here. As actually, you know what, they might have called the timeout as they only have one timeout left as Hoyer looking, going deep. He's looking for Hopkins, and he's going to find him. What a catch by DeAndre Hopkins. He's been making plays all day. Gotten a little bit of unfortunate and unlucky on some of them, but what a catch that was. It's back to a 7-point game, and fortunately, we're able to recover the onside kick. We couldn't do that last week, but so we have 1 minute to go. The Texans have no more timeouts, so this one all but over. We've got Tebow in there after the last drive. We're just going to leave him in there just to end this game, as going to be a holding penalty here on 2nd and 9, as that's going to kill the clock. Cooper, boneheaded play there as the game is over. So 3rd and 12, we need to run just one more play. I do not know why I'm not kneeling the ball down here, but 3rd and 12, Tebow read option, and he gets hit and fumbles the ball. Merciless recovers it. Fortunately, Murray is there to tackle him, as that could have been a touchdown to tie it. So here we go, Texans. One chance, 3 seconds to go. They need a TD to tie it. This is so close to being an absolute complete breakdown, but fortunately the pass is not complete. Hoyer wasn't even close to being in the end zone, so we escape on this one. We win 31-24. I have no idea what the heck I was doing on that last drive. We dominate the Texans. They do end up with 286 yards passing, but we go 183 on the ground. One takeaway for both teams. Actually, the Texans turned it around there, 7.5 yards per play. They had 3 yards per play in the first half, but Griffin, 23 of 32 for 244. Daniels goes for 213. Hoyer had 92. 3 touchdown passes for RG3, no interceptions. 2 for Daniels, no interceptions before he gets hurt. And then the 1 interception and 1 touchdown from Brian Hoyer. Griffin goes for 62. Murray goes for 115. Mari Cooper, 15 for 161 and 2 touchdowns. Hopkins, 139 and 2 touchdowns. Just 3 catches for DeAndre Hopkins with those 139 yards. Harvin goes for 94. And then you see the stats on defense. Khalil Mack, 2 tackles for loss. Hardy with a sack. Sean Smith with the interception. As far as the MVP, we're going to give it to Cooper. A monster day for him, a career day. 15 for 161 and 2 TDs. Even though he had the holding penalty, he gets the MVP for Week 17 as we get the win. And now let's see our playoff fate. And look at this. The Patriots lost. The Jaguars are your 1st seed. The Raiders are your 2nd seed. The Colts in at 12-4. Patriots win their division at 12-4. The Chiefs get the other wild card. And then the Ravens are going to win their division. So the Jets beat the Patriots, but they still don't make it to the playoffs. Unfortunate. And then the NFC, it's Packers and Vikings, as the Vikings are going to beat out the Bears. The Panthers at 7-9. They lose their last 4 games, but still make the playoffs and still win the division. It's going to be the Eagles and Giants out of the AFC West. So it's the Giants and Bears getting the wild cards. And then the final one is going to be the Seahawks, who earn the 1st seed. So here we go, wild card weekend. It's going to be Chiefs at Patriots, Vikings at Eagles, Colts at Ravens, and Giants at Panthers. Some interesting matchups there, but most importantly, we have earned the 1st round bye. Cannot believe in our 2nd season we would be getting a 1st round bye, but this Raiders team has played very well in the 2nd half of the season. Robert Griffin III, a big reason for that, but we nearly screwed it all up, as if we would have, well, you never know, we could have still won the game in overtime if the Texans had tied it, but for how we played in that game, cannot believe we nearly screwed it, or I nearly screwed it up there at the end, but that is it for the regular season. We will play the divisional round game next time, and I'll also show you the final stats for the season and the award winners. So we'll do that first to start the episode, and then get into the divisional round game as we begin our trek to the Super Bowl. Possibly, we'll see how far we can make it. I don't know if this team is Super Bowl quality, but we're definitely going to give it our best shot. So that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.